Gotta make sure I drink more water. Nose is getting all red. I gotta. I didn't drink much water today. I was kind of blah bored days. Just like blah bored. I'm doing my chores. I'm doing laundry and stuff, and doing some chores, and then just kind of, you know, didn't go out today. A little windy. It's probably gonna be a little breezy. It's gonna be even breezier tomorrow and stuff. So I'll probably go out and do more chores on Thursday and Friday. It'd be cool. And when it's brisk, it's more fun to go outside and do chores around here. And so today I just, I keep the windows open and stuff, but I just didn't go out much. But I'll go out, and it's been overcast. And I'll go out and get some sun. If we have any, we'll see. We'll work it out. But you got to understand when people that psychoanalyze, okay, you get people that psychoanalyze, and you're like, but you don't even stand up for the Lord's Prayer and haven't done it a day in your life. Okay, what makes you think you're equipped to try to understand me? If I'm connecting to billions of people every time I pick up the phone and put it on YouTube, right? And the one earlier this morning, when I said I'm not going to use her picture anymore, stuff like, a billionaire knows when you download her nude pictures on your cell phone, when you're on a military reservation and everybody's wondering what's he going to do next, right? It's I'm dealing with stupid people. It's okay. But a lot of people are trained to be stupid, and they're not really stupid. And that's what's so frustrating, because I was over there doing my laundry, and it's like, well, my family, you want to sit there, and I had that with my wives, and, just my family in general. As you sit there and you talk to them, and you explain to them intelligence, and try to do the right thing, even though other people are not intelligent, right? And they keep doing the things that everybody else is doing that's not intelligent. And you just want to sit there and look at them every day, and every time you see them, what the fuck is wrong with you? That's all you want to do. You don't, because you're a sweetheart. And you keep encouraging them, we need to stand up and live the Lord's Prayer. It's perfect commands, perfect commands there. Jesus left us perfect commands to live. We need to let everybody know and stand up and do that instead of vote for president and get a 401k and life insurance and health care. Just live the Lord's Prayer, And then okay, well, I got to go back to school. I got a job. I pay the bills around here. Okay, if we live the Lord's Prayer, you won't be such a fucking lunatic and an idiot. What the fuck is wrong with you? Right? And that's what you get this up. It's a Wonderful Life. That's a propaganda TV show for philanthropy. That's the whole movie's about fucking philanthropy. It's insane, right? Sat and watched it. It's like, it's really not that good of a movie at all. No, not at all. Most movies aren't very good at all. Passion of Christ sucks. Greatest Story Ever Told sucks. Ten Commandments sucks. It's all fantasy, mythological, and doesn't convey the intelligence of the story of faith, the story of faithful people. They suck. I'm on YouTube for me, the story of Luke. I don't want to go watch those propaganda wackadoodle films that sit there. Okay, when does it say we should all live the Lord's Prayer there? It doesn't. They're just making lots of money through advertising, saying, we're like Jesus. We're pretending to be Jesus and the apostles in the Bible. But we're not, any of us, attempting to live the commands of the Lord's Prayer. Wow. Okay. So you just got to understand, it's frustrating. It's very frustrating. But it shows just what a beautiful person the Messiah is. How he's the patience. I was sitting there listening to music. It was a Selena song. No, it's really good, right? And it's had this woman in my head. She goes, why don't you cry more? It makes you seem very cold. It's like, okay, I cried for 2 days in that recliner when they kidnapped the kids. My grandma's recliner, Cried for 2 days that day. Yeah. I cried for 30 minutes when Amy was being sexually predicated by the guys at Fort Huachuca, and I was cleaning up the house and getting it moved all into the U-Haul and locked the door to the thing, and the kids and Kate was taking a nap, and the kids were playing and watching a movie and stuff. I curled up on a ball in the fetal position and cried for like 20 or 30 minutes. It wasn't even that long. It's about 10. It just seemed that long to me. Okay. The 2 days, you didn't cry as much as you thought you did. You were just depressed. It sucks when people study you and then celebrities know more about, when you say, I did this for you. No, you didn't do it that long. It seems that long to you, but it's not. Oh. Well, do you cry for like 8 hours at a time? It seems exhausting, Maybe you ought to take one of those things that Callie gives the dogs, take a time out things. It knocks her out for 3 hours. Maybe you ought to take that. All you celebrity women out there, why you don't cry enough? You're not sad enough. When you're correcting bad behaviors so people can live perfect commands like the Lord's Prayer, you don't have a lot of time to sit down and feel sorry for yourself, right? You just don't. It's just not feasible. It's not tangible. And you'd be so miserable and depressed, you just want to die all the time. So it'd be horrible, right? And so you just get to that point where you just get real strong and you just tune out most of the fucked up shit. And you just, I don't expect people to be good, but I hope. And then I get to doing what I need to do. As far as work, I look forward to working in the future. But I'm going to have to recover from all my abuse and be in nature and have affection and possibly even romance. I don't know. I haven't really thought of that. When I was young, I was like the most romantic young man on the planet. I really was. And, and then all my sexual abuse through my marriages, I was connecting to Oprah yesterday. I was like, no, last time I had sex was enjoyable, where Amy wasn't trying to convince me I got her pregnant, was like 15 years ago, And I was supposed to be one of the best lovers in the history of the world and one of the most faithful, but probably still am, You're not one of the best fathers. You still are, Who's the living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer? Me. Okay, who's the best father in the world? Me. There you go. Okay, so there I was one of the best fathers. I still am. What am I doing wrong now? I'm fathering better than Denzel Washington and Will Smith and Alex Rodriguez and Mark Anthony and Ben Affleck. They're not standing up for the Lord's Prayer for all children to live the peace of the Lord. I am. I'm the best father in the world right now that I know of. If you know anybody else who's doing what I'm doing, then, okay, you're just as good of a father. All right, we're not competing. We just want to live the Lord's Prayer. Odele, right? So I didn't mean to be better than you. It's just, let's all live the Lord's Prayer. It's not time yet. Okay. You're an Obama father, huh? So with a little Bush in it. Okay. And so, there's no competition when it comes to love. You either love or you don't. You're the faithful or you're not, And so I'm not competing with anybody. I'm teaching them to stop competing so they can finally be faithful and love one another. It's exhausting. It's more exhausting than being Abraham, Edward James Olmos pretending to be Abraham Quintanilla. It's exhausting. It's very exhausting. And, but I don't get like you guys do. I don't sit there, they're going to kill me, I'm going to die. I had a lot of that, how do I survive this? I just, just live from day to day. I'm not detached like those wackadoodles and Phil Morimitsu books from Eckankar and stuff. I'm not that, it's stupid. Life's a really precious gift. And I don't get mad because I I think of one of the biggest crimes that you guys got to watch was it's gorgeous. It's on a dog, right? There was this dog named Kate called him Boy. His name was Zeke, right? He had 4 kids, and military corruption took his 4 kids away. And he spent the rest of his life wishing his kids would show back up, and they didn't. And then we buried him in the backyard, and then military impulse, Halliburton and Norfolk Grumman Economics got Roundup sprayed on his grave after I did a prayer over it and said, give back to what gave to you. And beautiful, big, thick grass grew over his grave, and then Roundup got sprayed on it. I was like, wow. And then all the liberals, see how bad those conservatives are? Are you standing up for the Lord's Prayer? Which one of you standing up for the Lord's Prayer better? Okay. Zeke was better than both of you. Liberals and conservatives. Okay. Zeke was better than you. And you know that. He drove me crazy. Oh, yeah, he drove me crazy a lot of times. He could be real. Well, and I would get mad at him. And remember, okay, I'm frustrated at the fucking scientists that are fucking us and abusing us. I'm not mad at him. And he just wanted, give me all your food. I'm not giving you all my fucking food. Give me all your food. No. And that was pretty much me and Zeke. I love you, but no, hell no. Okay. But I'm a dog and I want your food. I'd get Kate's food if she was here. I know you'd get Kate's hot dogs if she was here, and her hamburger too, and her spaghetti. I get it. She'd make you a special plate. I make you a special plate. And then you want mine too. I would explain it to Kate. Yeah, see, he's a dog and you love him, but he doesn't love you. But you love him. He reflects that love, It's just the way animals are. I dig them though, the birds, the birds around here, the birdseed things, they get in there, they just sit right next and look at me and they don't get scared away. The one that Betsy sniffed on the fence, the finch, I was like, is it sick? I don't know if it's sick, but I'm like, I try to explain to them, no, the cats will eat you. I will not eat you, but the cats will. Yeah, but I've got so much, I know you're eating lots of food and you're getting slow and fat and like the cats. And so just be careful, and that's why we build the birdhouses and things like that. And then just, what about are you messing with their life? I don't know. I've been thinking instead of putting in the bird feeders, just sprinkle the bird seed on the ground. I don't know. I'll have to look at it and reevaluate the situation. I'm not a scientist. I'm a human being that hates being studied by scientists. He's not figuring this out. What am I not figuring out? Okay, let's live the Lord's Prayer, then we'll figure out shit together. Together, sleigh bells ring. Baby, it's cold outside. But yeah, it was interesting. I had this woman. You get too emotional. Some people, they don't cry too much. They just use tears to elicit emotions, to draw attention to a situation that they're attached to. Yeah, that's pretty much that's a good assessment. Yeah, it is. And so I don't do that. I just sit there and go, yeah, I don't want to cry right now. When I'm ready to cry, I'll cry. But no scientists are going to study it, and no film crew is going to be there. If you tried to show up, Patrick will cut your head off with a katana sword. Okay, my boy. Okay. All right, so it's his mom's boy. Yeah, I think that's a little more Steffi than it is me. I love you guys, all right? Let's load this one up. We'll get back to work. These are abstract because I'm connecting to lots of people, and it's not all about you. Okay, so if you're not part of what I'm talking about, don't try to figure it out. Just stand up for the Lord's Prayer and stop trying to be so fucking smart. All right, love you.